right. You're right. Standard staggered formation. No wheelies, no stoppies, no burnouts, no rubber banding.
No promises.
No returns at red light. Alright, you turn the run switch off, look where your foot is on the right brake, in front of it. Don't ride it. It's not a footrest. All it's going to do is burn out the brake. Second of all, this bike does not have the throttle hooked up to the tail light. This bike has regen. There's no coast. So when you come off the throttle, it's going to slow down instantly. With that in mind, so you don't get run over from the guy behind you, tap the brake before you slow down. Or you're going to get hit in the ass. So keep that all in mind. Alright, hit the start run switch. Nope, no start. Just run switch. You won't start anyway at that position. Alright, everybody should have two squares. One brown, one green. One says range, one says power. This is take your finger and touch one of them squares as to which you think your riding capability is. Whichever one you pick, you cannot change it. It stays that way through the whole route. So don't go to stop along the front fence. So you touch one of the two squares.
Fancy touch screens.
If everybody did that, you should have 3 ones. 111 years of Harley Davidson innovation sitting on it. Alright. Everybody's got all that, right? Okay. One step here before, just take your hand off the throttle and hit the start button. Hold it for a second or two maybe. If you did that, you should all have a 0. Zeros all the way across. Alright. This bike is now running.
So quiet.
The throttle is live. If you want to just give it a little tweak to get a feel for it, just go ahead and do it just that. You don't want to spin the throttle, you just want to eat. The throttle's very smooth. So, 2 things. It's got a lot of torque, it's also got a regen, so keep that all in mind. Alright? That would be start here. Right up, guys.
Yeah.
These things are so weird.
Dude, I like the way they feel though. They're like cafe bikes.
They're almost like street bikes.
I'd buy one.
I would too.
Both sides?
Yeah, that's standard for Harley.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They also auto shut off most of the time too.
Really?
Yeah.
God awful terrible.
Dude, they're completely worthless. I can't even see them.
Right?
They're like right behind my hands.
They're doing nothing.
I know, like I can see my knee.
Right?
This is so bizarre. And it has like no shifter, no clutch. It is so weird. It's one gear. So it is all go. It's really cool. And it's so quiet too. They make you watch a little video before that you can ride the bike. And in the video they made it sound like it's some super torquey race bike. But in reality, like, my FZ09 has so much more torque. Like, doing that on my FZ would have done a wheelie. But, I mean, like, it's a cool little bike, and it is a little bike. And it has a touch screen display, which is also pretty cool. So like the display, the speedometer and everything here has no buttons. It's all touchscreen. Kind of nice. I mean, I suppose if you're wearing gloves it'd kind of suck, but that's what nano tips are for. And it even shows direction, like southwest. Like I'm going southwest right now. I do have to agree with what my buddy said. The mirrors, as cool as they look, like when you're standing next to the bike, they are completely worthless. Half of the mirror is covered by my hand and the other half just shows my knee. They're cool though.
It is cool.
The brakes on the bike are kind of worthless because the engine braking on the bike is so good. You slow down fast enough to where you don't even need the brakes. Like I haven't hardly touched the brakes at all. Like right now, I'm not touching the brakes.
Brake roll.
I'll admit it does have some good power, but they were talking about how torquey it is. Compared to my FZ09, it is not nearly as torquey as the FZ09. My FZ09 will throw my ass back into my seat and jerk my arms. This thing, not as much. But I don't know if they're trying to make this into like a cafe racer bike, like a fast, speedy bike. It could use more torque, I suppose. It's not bad. But I don't, like, compared to most sports bikes, you're not going to get in nearly as much trouble on one of these. But then again, I don't think I've really topped out the throttle by any means. Just ripped the throttle. I suppose if you rip the throttle, it does get a little more torquey. I think the brake is kind of worthless. Well, it has enough engine braking, you don't need it. have a good amount of torque. Honestly, I would probably buy one of these just because it's such a unique, cool, interesting little bike. The only downside of me buying one is A, I don't have the money. There we go. Okay. But, like, I'm sure that a lot of the components and parts for this bike would be expensive as all hell. The batteries, engine parts. I'm sure maintenance on this thing would be a bitch. But that's just standard for probably any electric bike. But I mean, it's pretty maneuverable. It's, compared to most Harleys I've ridden, it's fast compared to Harleys. That no clutch thing, I thought it would be so weird, like no clutch, no shifter. I thought it would be so weird not having it, especially when, you know, they were like, anytime you touch the throttle, the bike's gonna move, so you don't have to like feather a clutch or anything. I thought that would be really weird, but it's actually, you get used to it really quick. I mean, like right out of the parking lot, I had it. It took no time at all.
Oh man!
That's the other two.
You guys have another test ride on drag here somewhere?
Yeah, right?
I keep worrying about my legs.
It was good. I think the brakes are kind of worthless.
Yeah.
It has enough engine braking where I never even touched the brakes.
Me neither. I think I touched them once when we were completely stopped to make it stop from like sliding forward.
Yeah.
Because the problem is that light doesn't pop up.
Dude, you go and you let off the gas and it just slows right down.
Yeah.
You're getting it braking. So we got one more thing for you guys to do. Just give us some info, the exit survey. Alright. You guys don't mind.
My Ninja's still faster, my bike.
Oh, I know.
It's not as fast as I thought it was going to be. You know what though? They said they dumbed it down.
I can believe that.
Look at the power gauge. Like I floored it and only went up to like 30%.
35, yeah.
It didn't go past that. They must have put a governor on it so it doesn't go past 35%.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Because I freaking, dude, I put it all the way to the floor, you know, and it only went up to 35 and stopped. But
yeah.
Still, they're weird, man. I don't know.
You guys are ready to have your surveys up in the booth.
Okay.
Alright.
Now I gotta fill out a survey.
Yep, that one's ready. If you just hit take survey on that one, it should pop up.
Okay.
And then this keychain's for you.
Sweet.
And just hit the arrows whenever you're ready.
Hey.
You writing a book or what?
Feels like it. There, done. All right. Should we get back on our bikes?
Done now?
Yeah, I'm done now.
You sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
He records so much stuff that I've never seen a video from him.
Hey.
You record like everything in your entire life, but I've never seen a single video of yours. Probably sits at home and just
I have quite a few videos.
I've seen a couple.